Okay, hello there, I'm Dennis. Welcome to my channel, Life, Home, and My Linux Journeys. And in this journey here, I'm still on the original 120 gig hard drive running NomadBSD. Now, it's booted up right now to the HP Z240, and it's running an NVIDIA card. And it absolutely had no hiccups, it booted right into it. And so NVIDIA should not be a problem. So let's look at some of my stuff here. Put my glasses on where I can see. This is NomadBSD, and here's a list of those packages I was showing you in one of the original videos. And if you go through that, you'll see there's a ton of stuff that they get you ready to be able to boot into this NVIDIA card. So I'll include the link of their home, nomadbsd.org. We'll go ahead and close that out, and I'm going to bring up a terminal. And I'm running the XFCE4 terminal. I thought I got rid of that nonsense right there. Anyway, let's run an inchy hyphen small d for the disk. And you'll see here we got the 1.2 terabyte. That is what's installed on the Solus OS. And here is the Sabrent drive that is actually mounted. And this is what happened there. Oh, it recognizes I hadn't spelled it right. Now it should jump over there. Yep. And we can see this is the GeForce GT7010 NVIDIA card. So if you're worried about NomadBSD being able to boot into your computer running a NVIDIA card, now I can't say all of them for sure, but this older one, absolutely, it booted right into it. You can see. Now, if I got to run sudo to get the machine. Keyboard lagging. Capital M. I'm not sure what's going on with my keyboard. The machine here, this is the HP Z240. Small form factor. Alright. Now, again, one of the things that I think is really awesome about this is I can plug into any machine, I think, most any machine, and boot into it and never affect the original system or the host machine's system. You can make changes, but it will not make changes unless you tell it to. And let's just open up. This one here is the hard drive that has Solus on it. And let's see, did I put it on my desktop? Oh, yep. There it is. Alright, congratulations, you have successfully navigated to the disk of the guest drive and opened this file. And that's on my Solus drive, running NVIDIA once again. And I have not had a successful upgrade, and the more I read on it, the idea is set up your system the best you can, and before you do any kind of upgrades, they actually recommend that you back up your information and then download and put a new ISO, just start from scratch basically with all your information backed up. And I think that's what I'm going to end up having to do, because I did an upgrade just the other day, and again, it was left with one icon in the plank, and that was the terminal that I happened to put there before I did the upgrade. Just a lot of things quit working, and so I'm going to wait. I'll wait until they come out with a new ISO. I'll back up all my information. And one thing I did do on the one that's mounted not permanently, but one that's mounted to the MT7010, I did install that on there. Here you can see the installer's right here. And I also changed my name. So I added a user, and if you said, who am I? If you look here, it's still NomadBSD as the user. So I have not added myself as the new user or a user on this system yet, but I will. I did it just fine on the one that we just looked at. CPU usage is around, well, it's actually less than 30% this time. A little over 2 gigs of RAM. Swap's not available on this ISO. Here's the file systems. And again, this is NomadBSD. Close that out. And let's see. Let's look at my menu real quick. I haven't done a whole lot. I've added a lot of stuff that I thought I might need, but as you can see right there, HP is you're able to print right out of the box. That's not bad. You probably will have to set it up to meet your criteria for your printer or scanner or whatever. I haven't really added a whole lot of stuff yet. And one of the reasons is because that upgrade. If you let it upgrade, it's going to fry your system. You'll have to start from scratch all over again. Wait until that new one comes out, back up your stuff, install the new one, reapply your stuff. At least that's what I'm reading. I didn't do any office stuff, settings, that's all normal. I do have HTOP. It says the same thing, 2.27 gigs on the RAM, less than 30% on the processors. So that's pretty good. So I guess that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to keep it short, and I'm going to insert that clip that I did showing that I navigated successfully from the USB drive to the Void Linux hard drive. And the only thing I did in that system was I turned on the graphical user firewall, or graphical uncomplicated firewall. I turned that on. The next time I booted up to NomadBSD on that drive, it recognized it and mounted it. So I'm not sure how that firewall was doing it. I'm not even positive that's what was doing it. So, okay, so I don't know if I figured it out or if it just happened to work that way. But before, on the last video on this installation, I was not able to navigate to this disk right here, AD0. When I would open it up, it would show me in the browser but not show any details. So let me close this out and let's open this up now. That this is the Void Linux hard drive that's inside of this computer right now. And the other day I could not access it. I could see this and highlight this, but it would not show me any files. So let's just prove that. I put a folder or a file here just to verify that we're on the Void Linux hard drive looking at it. Congratulations, if you are reading this, you have successfully navigated to this disk from NomadBSD. And my intentions were to show that in the other video, but I was not able to do it. And I don't know that I didn't do anything. I booted back into Void, made sure everything was right and uptight. And I got to thinking, well, what about a firewall? Maybe that could be stopping me from looking into it. I couldn't really see how it was possible, considering that OS with the firewall was not even running. So anyway, I booted into Void Linux, and I did look, and it comes pre-installed by default a GUFW, a graphical uncomplicated firewall. So it was not enabled at that point. I went ahead and enabled it, did whatever I was doing on Void. I shut down, and the very next time I booted into NomadBSD, I was able to navigate it just like you would have thought you could. And that's definitely the Void drive. We go to properties here. You'll see it's a 500 gig hard drive showing 449. So I'll insert this clip into the next clip because I'm going to boot into NomadBSD and boot up to a computer on NomadBSD that is running an NVIDIA card. So I'll be right back. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to keep it short. NomadBSD is a great BSD system. If you just want to look at FreeBSD or BSD, I would almost recommend this as equal to GhostBSD. As far as ease of use, now there is a learning curve, but that's true in all the BSDs. If you're the kind of guy that likes to tinker around with stuff and you want everything you want and nothing else, this might be the way to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Catch you on another video. Bye.